Hi YouTube, this is Gaming Alone. First official video, now my intro's out of the way and online. Hopefully you managed to watch that. If not, hopefully you join me here. If you have, please subscribe and like the video. Obviously it helps me build a following, and like I said on my first video, it will really help me grow this channel. With that out of the way, I wanted to go through one of my first solo board games that I bought particularly to play on my own, just because I don't have a lot of friends. Aw. Um, but I do have a great wife who supports me in my uncontrollable habit. So I bought this. This is a bit of a beast of a game, and that is Ghostbusters Men in Black Ecto-Terrestrial Invasion. Now, this is a 1 to 4 player game. I've obviously played it solo only once, and I've managed to, well, I wouldn't say beat the game. It's kind of broken up into a set of campaigns. It's very zombicide. That's the best way I can describe it. If you've played that, it's very campaign driven. You've got 3 scenarios. Third scenario being that you fight the big bad boss at the end. You can obviously take a break between scenarios, but each scenario takes about an hour to an hour and a half long. The rules are very well done, very well laid out, with animations, story. A lot of love and care has gone into this IP, not just for the Ghostbusters, but for the Men in Black. And the fact they've mulched them together in a bizarre scenario is amazing. Now, I am a big fan of Ghostbusters, not so much Men in Black, but it is a good film. Will probably have one of my reviews come out on, especially on Ghostbusters, as it's probably one of the best films of all time. But this one concentrates on the first Men in Black film and the first Ghostbusters film. And what I mean by that is the end bad guy that you end up fighting is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and the alien bug at the end of the first Men in Black. Now, what I do want to say on that caveat, on that end boss scenario, you're not supposed to actually get it in the box. So just a little bit of history on IDW Games. So they're very well known for multiple things, but one of them is obviously their miniatures and tabletop games. Now, last year they made an announcement where they'll no longer be doing tabletop games due to the fact that they're just not making enough revenue. And this game was actually originally on Kickstarter, so they could get that backing, and it just didn't work out for them. So that was basically last November, December time, I believe that was announced. So obviously it's been nearly 9 months since. The game is still out there and readily available. I don't think a lot of people know about this game. It's not very well advertised, and it's one of them under the radar Kickstarter games that kind of went nowhere, really. Obviously it got backed, it got finished. And what the great thing is, and what I haven't seen on YouTube at the moment, no other videos have kind of explained what's in the box and what you're getting in regards to the bonus stuff. So, as I said, because it was a Kickstarter, there was a lot of Kickstarter exclusives that came with the people that backed the game. Now, because obviously when it was rushed out, I wouldn't say rushed, but when it was put out there, they kind of included all the Kickstarter exclusives to come with it. So rather than just getting the original 4 Ghostbusters and 4 Men in Black characters, they've obviously added to it as well. So you actually get 7 Ghostbuster characters and 7 Men in Black characters. So you'll get Will Smith's character, you'll get Zed, you'll get Kay, and you get Elle, the lady at the end of the first film, which is like an agent for like 20 seconds. I'm not too sure why she's been included into it, but what they've also added into it is the pug, who ends up becoming an agent in the second film, and the 3 worms that are in the Men in Black film. I can't remember their name, and I think it's Zeb, the alien gun smuggler from the first film where Kay blows his head off. Yeah, it was great that they included them 3. And on the Ghostbusters side, they've included Slimer as a playable character, which I think is hilarious. The secretary, I can never remember her name. I think it's Janice. I think it's Janice or Janie or something. And Rick Moranis' character, which I thought was amazing. They're all miniatures, so they can all be painted. And I'm just going to show you them now. They are fantastic. I'm not going to take them out of the box because we could be here all day. But as you can see, there's quite a lot. As you can see, you've got Men in Black, and side by side there is a Ghostbuster character. And as you can see here, you've got the pug where my finger is, and at the top you've got Winston, Agent L, Egon, and Venkman. Now, on the enemy side of things, as you can see the miniatures there, they're actually aliens, but they're very, I wouldn't say goofy, but they're very cartoony. And the great thing about them is they kind of really fit with the Men in Black and Ghostbuster universe. And I think what's really great about that as well is they've not kind of not picked one side or another. But once it comes to the bosses, which I thought was great, they've kind of mixed it up a little bit. So you've got a few unknown bad guys, and you've also got a few known very well for the IP. And most of you will know them because I'll show you them now. It comes with 9 of these tile sets. They are double-sided. I was going to set up a scenario, but again, I don't want to spoil all the content for you, but I will link in a description in the video from where I bought my copy. It's the 2 games. Great company. Please check them out. A lot of the stuff I order from Zatu due to it being an English-based company, and their packaging is always good. Games always come in on time, and yeah, it's kind of my only source really. Again, not being very rich myself, I can't go out and buy the exclusive extra edition. It's always kind of when they're on sale, and this was on sale. Was reduced from £125 down to like 92, and as most of you know that use Zatu, you get points off, which you can use against your next purchase, which I did. And again, I think it's great value for money because this will be out of print soon, and you won't be able to get it again. So I think it was really worth the purchase. Obviously, these are the caps at the bottom you put on the base of the figures. Now, what I wanted to show you really was the actual Kickstarter exclusives. Now, I've shown you some of the characters, but you also get the State Puff Marshmallow Man, which I just think is absolutely awesome. And the great thing about these miniatures as well, the quality of them are just second to none. Remind me of the Warhammer figurines I used to paint when I was a kid. And they've even got the detail where it says State Puff at the top. I know you can't see it because my camera is not very good, but I don't know if it will focus in. No, it's not going to. But as you can see, you could paint these, and I do plan on painting them, and hopefully be able to show you guys all on the channel. And you've also got the bug at the end of Men in Black, and as you can see, it is just absolutely amazing the amount of detail they went into this. You can really see these coming out well once they've been painted. Now, like I said, there were the Kickstarter exclusives, but you do come out with 3 original bosses. So you get this monkey ape thing, which I think fits really well with both Ghostbusters and with the Men in Black. You've got obviously the robot with the State Puff head on there, because obviously they needed to, for the people that were just going to get the original box, have some sort of reference to Ghostbusters, because at the moment the only thing in there really is the characters. And then you've got this kind of alien thing, which I don't really know what the character's name's called, because I didn't want to spoil the game for myself and jumping ahead. But obviously you get the cards. There are bonus cards which I haven't opened. As you can see, look, it's the starting weapon for the little pug character. I can't remember his name. I didn't manage to. Sorry if that focus is really bad. Can't really see them. And then obviously you've got the scenarios, and obviously you've got the boss characters, and obviously that's the Bug Slash, and that's obviously the bad guy from the Men in Black. And really good quality dice, and like I said, everything that's in the box. Now, what was great about this one, and which I thought was fantastic, like I said, is they've added in the bonus content. If you can see that, it's probably round the wrong way, but it was the Gruesome Twosome episode 4, and it uses all the tiles. Just gone and spoil it for myself. It uses all the tiles for the whole game, and it makes the game look massive. Spoilers ahead. There you go. It uses all the board games tiles, and you do get 9. Obviously, there's a reverse side of that as well, which are used for other scenarios. And it also comes with a storybook, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I mean, if you have a little look, which again, I don't want to spoil for you, it gives you a whole kind of comic strip of kind of what's going on in this scenario, who they are, why they're here, what happened, and it really follows in the animation of the old cartoons. It's not too silly. I think they've hit the nail right on the head here. Kudos for them, and the fact they managed to get this IP as well is amazing. I've not seen a Men in Black game out there um, that's been really good. I've not seen a Ghostbusters game out there that's been really good, and the fact they've been able to manage these two IPs together is just amazing, absolutely amazing. And what I will continue to say as well, there's a lot more content. A lot more content I'm hoping they'll bring to the table. As like I said to you, they're still an ongoing company, but they're not making the board game anymore. I'm hoping they do support this down the line with other scenarios, with other figures. I'm not too sure if they could do more characters. They probably could from Men in Black. The new Ghostbusters film, we'll forget about the 2016 Ghostbusters. But yeah, hopefully they manage to put together some more scenarios, or other people out there in the general public. If you go onto Board Game Geek, which is a great source of information, you'll find a lot of links to forums and discussions of where people are obviously putting up the rules, amending the rules, and I'm sure, I bet. Yeah, I really bet that they would put another scenario up there. There's going to be someone in the public, or someone in there, the fan base, that are going to produce another scenario using the content already in the box. Um, you never know. We might get an official release of a new scenario. Like I said, three's not many, but the way they've done it, and again, I don't want to spoil it for you in the rule book. They've kind of put together this. You could choose to go this way, and you do another scenario. You choose to go that way and do another scenario, and you choose to go that way and you fight a different boss. And I thought it was very intuitive and very good. And like I said, the replayability of this game is just immense. Like I said, I've only had one sitting. Took me about an hour and a half, 3/4, just because the rule book was just so new to me. I was playing it on my own, and it was late at night. Um, yeah, really good. I'd definitely give it a 9 out of 10. I don't really like putting numbers or ratings on everything, but the reason I'm giving this a 9 out of 10 is just because of the value. It was a little bit pricey than what I'm used to, um, but the miniatures were so good, so I can't really fault it. It's such a good IP, strong IP, and that's what you'll start to learn about my channel as well. I have a lot of things to say about this game that I'm probably not going to cover in the video, but I want you to kind of go in it without any spoilers. I hope you support the game. I hope you buy the game. Like I said, the game is a little bit expensive, but if you're a fan of the IP, especially Ghostbusters and Men in Black, I'm a massive fan, and there's nothing like this out on the market. So I'd suggest you pick it up before it goes out of print. Um, like I said, I don't think they'll be supporting this game anytime soon. They're not making any more tabletop games, which is unfortunate. Um, but a really, really solid single player game. It does play 1 to 4 players. I could do a how to play with this game, but I don't want to kind of dive into that. Um, I wanted to just kind of give you my thoughts and reviews. Like I said, there's massive catalogue of single player games I've got. So going into how to plays would just be I think content wise just ridiculous. But that is Ghostbusters Men in Black Ecto-Terrestrial Invasion. Like I said, I'm gonna put the description in the below where you can buy it. Hopefully you check it out. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you could like, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And obviously there'll be more content to come. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment below for anything I've missed. I am new to this. This is my first review. Apologies if I've missed anything, or there was something you wanted to see that I didn't share. I don't really want to give away too many spoilers due to the fact that it was such a big surprise for me getting into this game myself. And I hope you like it. I hope you check it out. I hope this has brought enough awareness to it for people to go and buy it. Like I said, there are other YouTubers online that have reviewed the game. Um, they really haven't covered, like I said to you, the content of the game, what's actually in it. There is some good how-to plays and describing a lot of what the content is. But like I said, I was really worried and skeptical going into buying this game because I really wanted all the additional content. And I got all the content because they're not making the game anymore. They're not going to release the game anymore after they've stopped producing it. That's it. And I think it was really nice for all the fans that couldn't back it in the Kickstarter campaign, me included, because I didn't even know about the game. Um, got everything. It was just all supplied. Possibly why it was a little bit more expensive than it should have been, but it's amazing value for money. Like I said, the cards, the quantity, the value for money, the box, and the great thing about the box as well. Something I didn't mention. Once you've sleeved, if you like me and you like sleeving your cards, you sleeve every single card, and they fit exactly where you need to in the box. There's no need for a like a storage container. There's a lot of games out there, especially like Mage Knight and Twilight Imperium and Gloomhaven. You actually have to buy dividers to go into the box just to sort the game out. Now this is a big game. There's a lot of stuff to it, but everything fits. Everything fits in the right place where you want it to fit. No damage to anything, like I said, when it came, and I can store it really well. Nothing to worry about. Um, yeah, if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. Hopefully, I can cover more content and people continue to like these videos. I'm going to load another video up on Wednesday. That's going to be my film review. I'm going to do a film review of Ghostbusters, staying in the vein of the first review I've done today. Yeah, please let me know. Feedback is a gift, as I always say. Stay safe, have fun, and try not to game alone.